Good evening and welcome to my presentation. In this discussion, I present a lesson plan to assist the reflective skills of in-service primary school teachers. The subject here is literacy. The level is an associate degree in teacher training or teacher education rather, and the duration is 3 3-hour sessions. The topic is the factors influencing reading or the factors affecting reading. The theoretical background I considered when choosing my tools are Skion's 1987 Reflection in Practice and Reflection on Practice, and Brookfield's 1985 The Four Lenses Model. The digital technologies I chose are Facebook, Canva, Google Slide, Google Doc, Diigo, and UNIDA-Wiki, which is not presented here. The components and guiding question are: what are some causes of reading difficulties? The learning objectives of the lesson are as follows: to examine cognitive, to examine the factors which affect reading performance; affective, to develop sensitivity towards learners with reading difficulties and to appreciate the importance of reflective practice; psychomotor, to develop competence in using specific digital reflective tools. For my engagement activities, I'll have the learners create a Gmail account as well as a Facebook account. For the Diigo account, they will upload a document here which pertains to factors which affect reading, which contributes to reading failure or reading difficulties. Upon creating their Facebook account, they will join the DSC Dominica State College Literacy Class Facebook page, which I created specifically for the class. Once on this page, they will participate in a discussion, reading stories, no pun intended, and the whole purpose of this discussion is to have them share their experiences or their encounter with illiteracy. So this is actually a reflective process or reflective activity. So right here, as you can see, is the Facebook page I created, and here's my name right here for proof. Okay, so for the exploration activities, the learners now will be finding out what are the causes of reading failure or what are the causes of reading difficulties. And in order to do that, they will go to the Diigo site, which is the library. They will read 2 articles from their peers, posted by their peers. They will summarize the articles so that is actually reflecting through literature, and then they will post the summation of these articles in another Facebook discussion. And of course, via the interaction with their peers, they are actually reflecting. I beg your pardon. So the exploration activities continue. And this is a reflection question right here. What implication does the information have on your teaching and learning of reading? So this question here is based on the information that the students read, the articles that they have read. I want to know how does that new information impact their teaching of reading, and they're going to post this. They're going to respond to this question by posting or doing a blog through the You Need a Wiki blog technology. And this right here is my You Need a Wiki blog page. This is my right here my blog title, and then of course I can share with my learners can share with me. We can interact and reflect by adding our comments to each other. For the explanation phase of the lesson, students will do a presentation in which they choose one factor which contributes to reading difficulties, and they will expound on that factor via a group presentation. So they're going to be reflecting further on this particular factor. For the evaluation, students will be doing peer evaluation as well as self-evaluation. And for the peer evaluation, this will be ongoing. They'll be doing that through their discussions and their comments. And I beg your pardon, for their self-evaluation, they're going to be doing that via a digital story. They're going to do a mini workshop at their school on the factors affecting reading performance, and they will record this presentation. They will submit it to me, or they will do it via Canva, submit it to me, and along with their submission, they'll present a reflective sheet in which they comment on their strengths and their weaknesses of their own presentation. But moreover, they will also mention their suggestions for improvements. And in preparation for the next objectives, learners will go to this site where they could actually look at an assessment checklist for assessing reading difficulties, which will be the next objective, that is assessing learners with reading difficulties. Okay, like with everything else, there are ups and downs, and the use of technology is no exception. One of the benefits, obviously, is that it will enhance learners' motivation. It will facilitate reflection because the learners may be more inclined to use these tools as opposed to the traditional pencil and paper tools. It will improve the relationship between the faculty and the learners because there's ongoing interaction. It is more accessible because the learners have some of the tools in the palm of their hands. And for the challenges, it may worsen homophily because of the nature of the technology, because they are interactive. Learners will tend to affiliate with persons to whom they agree, and in so doing, that can undermine the true interaction spirit. Another issue is that you have the constant or the ongoing issue of digital access and digital literacy, where learners may not have access to the technologies for one reason to the other. And of course, you have the digital literacy in which the know-how, the technological know-how, may pose a threat or an impediment to the learner. So this right here is my presentation. Thank you very much for viewing, and good evening.